Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, Mr. Victor,
Yeah.
uh, I'm streaming live on the face on the YouTube right now. So
Okay.
I will ask you to go ahead and start so that we can start your presentation. The rest people, whenever they meet us, they will meet us from where you end, where we are. Is that okay? So
Okay.
that we can take from this end and they edit their own later on. Is that okay? So
Okay.
So over to you. Let me share the screen of your document, please. Just hold on. Let me put the document up.
All right.
The document. The What did you save that document as?
Pure heritage presentation.
Your heritage presentation. Mm. Why am I not seeing this again?
Did you receive it through WhatsApp on screen?
No, I did through my email. I downloaded it. So everybody's they're back right now. So we'll just go ahead and
Okay. Are they back
I'm
online?
yes, everybody's back.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful.
So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the system for you
Okay.
and so that they can join us quickly because of this internet issue that we are having.
I think
So
it's a little bit stable now.
yes, it's a bit stable right now. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll just go right to. I don't know why the internet is having a big issue for us. It's a challenge to the school. We're going to find a way to fix this right away. So please, let's just go ahead and finish up this meeting right away. So I will sharing screen for Mr. Victor to complete his speech for us so that he can leave us and then we will continue our meeting. So Mr. Victor, please over to you.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, our mommies and daddies in the house. Um, I am Victor Kelechi Kingsley, and I am the CEO of Exchange Academy, Texas. We are an education tech company that are into digital skills, right? So today I'm going to talk about the development of digital literacy and and STEM and the importance of ensuring that we develop our kids towards that direction as parents. So that is the topic I'm going to basically be talking on today, and I'm really going to try my best to do justice to it. And because it is something we cannot overlook, everybody seeing how the world is moving, so nobody deserves to be left. Give me the next slide, please. Yeah, the next slide. Okay, all right. So what is digital literacy? You know, no, not this. The the one before this. Okay, yeah. So digital literacy refers to the ability to use technology effectively and responsibly. It is essential for success in today's digital world, as technology is becoming increasingly integrated into all aspects of life. Okay, so there is nothing you basically do today that does not require technology. Every single thing you want to do requires technology, both in banking, in health, in education, in agriculture. Technology has struck its foot strongly in every sector of our economy. So it is basically impossible to avoid or ignore technology. Now, if you use the internet very well, you would be conversant with the term AI, artificial intelligence. It's also a new new form of technology. It is coming from definitely all sector, and whoever is not moving alongside with this technology is doing themselves a great disservice. It is something you shouldn't be proud doing to yourself. When we are growing up, or before some some of our parents, there was nothing as advanced in technology as what we have today. Nothing, nothing at all. That was when your university certificates mattered too much. That once you don't need to have anything in tech, it was acceptable before, but now it is a mirage. You need your degree and you need a digital skill, right? So parents of today should not ignore technology, because your children, the world is like a playing field where people are competing against everybody. Everybody is competing against everybody. So it is what you have above the other person that lets you compete. Let me use football for an example. We have Messi, we have still Ronaldo, we have Mbappe, we have Kaka, we have all of these guys. Now, for clubs that invest money into buying these guys, what do you think make them bring out $100 million, £150 million, and they are buying one player? What do you think makes that possible? It is possible because these players have things that have distinguished them from every other player out there. You must have a distinguishing factor, and that is one thing we as parents must imbibe into our kids. We cannot ignore it again. So digital literacy is unnegotiable. Now we come down to STEM. So what is STEM?
Hold on,
STEM is education.
Victor.
They
Please,
disconnected.
they they disconnected once more again,
Okay. There's
and
no problem.
they are. I can tell you very much that if Nigeria can fix the internet problem we have, digital education will be so good.
I swear.
If Nigeria can fix one of the most important thing we have, digital education will be so good.
Yeah.
So, continue from where you start.
Okay. So let's talk about STEM. So what is STEM? Now we're going to talk about the role of this STEM in education. So STEM education focuses on the subjects of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That is from where we got STEM. That's acronym STEM. So it helps to develop critical thinking, problem solving, and innovation skills in today's workforce. It's not about it's not all about studying computer engineering, because your kids are going to eventually from pure computer school to a university to pursuing their careers and going through all the career paths they intend to go. Right? So you know you don't just jump into some of these disciplines or some of these parts just like that. There are some skills that are definitely not negotiable. You need them, as a matter of fact, because companies that are going to be hiring you are looking out for these things. The companies are not looking for, okay, now the truth is, a bank is not looking for a cashier who can count money. A bank does not look for a secretary who can write. No. A bank needs a secretary who has a good understanding of time management. A bank needs a cashier guy who has critical thinking abilities. Even if banks are employing you as a programmer, you work with web, you're into tech, banks don't improve for that because you just have the skill. You must be able to take stress. You must be able to critically think. You must be able to think logically. And this is why the STEM and digital literacy is necessary. People don't mathematics. When I was growing up, I thought mathematics is just for us to go through and know how to do calculations and know how to do all of those things. No, mathematics prepares you for logical thinking. Mathematics prepares you to be able to think critically, to be able to think logically. That is what mathematics does, and that is why we have something like STEM, where we have a fusion of engineering, mathematics, science, and technology studies into one thing. A curriculum that is that for any school that wants to progress. And as a parent, you do not need your children to be that backward. That be a disservice to both you, the family, and the child, and eventually to the entire nation. All right. So now let's move on. Okay, now the need for early exposure. One of the importance of imbibing this digital literacy. There is need for early exposure. It is important for children to be exposed to digital literacy and STEM education at an early stage, as it is said, right? So you don't need your kids, you don't need your kids to be be very before you get them into digital literacy studies. No, you don't need them to get to the age of 18, 17, and all of that before you start putting them. You need them to come into it at an early stage when they are still young, because the brain is able to take a whole lot of training when the child is still young. Okay, let me use programming and coding for an example. If you're not going to programming or coding and you're starting out at the age of 20, or okay, 20 is still young, let's say you're starting out at the age of 25, 30, 35. Now, it is not as if your brain is not going to be able to take it. You will learn programming, but you cannot compete with a child who started playing with programming languages, Python, JavaScript, and all of that. You can't compete with a child who started playing with some of those skills at a young age. So there is no early introduction. Parents should make it compulsory for their children to get into these skills early enough. You don't need them to waste time doing other things. Digital literacy and STEM education, it is something which must advance. The world's fast moving. You need to follow trends, really. The world is really moving. The world is moving, and you can't afford to stay behind. Okay, Mr. Q, please give me the slide before this, the previous slide. Okay. Now let's move ahead from here. The next one, I wanted to be sure I exhausted what I had here. Okay, so let's talk about the future job market. Many jobs in the future will require digital literacy and STEM skills. So developing these skills in children will be important for their future career opportunities. Okay, now your children are growing in a country where we have little or no job opportunities. You've seen the limited job opportunities we have in Nigeria. Not everybody will be able to afford flying out of the country to seek greener pastures. You cannot afford to have your children being disadvantaged. Having some of these digital literacy and STEM skills, it just helps position that child well, in the sense that when it's time for you to get into the job market, you don't you don't start running the risk of being out of fashion, because as of today, a lot of people are losing their jobs to technology. A lot of people are losing their jobs to artificial intelligence. People are losing their jobs, and why some of these people are losing their jobs is because you cannot compete with what the world is offering at this stage. If you used to be an accountant before, and you're working with Excel and all of that, you don't upgrade. Now people are talking about data analytics in businesses. These things require extra programming skills, extra PHP and all of that. It requires extra programming skills. Now, for someone who is just conversant with Excel, you don't know about Tableau, you don't know about all of those things, you cannot be able to compete. When you come for a job interview, they bring out the requirements and the skill sets that are needed. You do not have any of them. Trust me, nobody's going to pick you up for that job. Now, imagine a child who grows at this their age now. The world has already advanced at a crazy level, at a very crazy stage. And at this stage now that they are not even what was existing before they were born. They've not even learned it, because those things are still revolving. How are they going to compete in the future? Digital literacy is the future of the job market. It is the future of job, and that it is not negotiable. Nobody is going to argue that this literacy is the future of jobs. So, as parents, it is important to put your children in a right path. While you cannot get your children into being followed by political positions, maybe you don't know, because in Nigeria now who knows somebody. You understand? Like your governor would say, if he didn't day, he didn't day. We've learned from Wiki. If he didn't day, he didn't day. If the connection didn't day, he didn't day. There's nothing you can do. So, but you can set a right path for your Get them digital skills, digital literacy. Let them have the STEM skills. Let them get into science. Let them get into technology. Let them have at least at any of. They might not really pursue everything at once, but at each stage, I really thank God for a school like this because it is rare. When I was approached to come live on this section, going through what the school is doing, I was amazed. It is amazing because you can hardly find schools who even appreciate technology. Talk more of schools, your school. This school is showing you your school results with charts and data. These are pick up a child who is a dummy from 0 to 100 in class, and I'm telling you the fact. So seeing those things in a school in Nigeria, River State, not even Lagos or Abuja, where people think things are happening, I was amazed. I was completely blown off. So it is you're in the right path being in that school with your child because it's a journey. Education is a journey. You move from stage to stage, and before you know it, you can be able to take control of your life. So the future of job market requires the knowledge of digital literacy and STEM skill. Okay, so give me the next slide. Okay, now there are benefits of digital literacy and STEM in education. Children who develop digital literacy and STEM skills can gain an advantage in the workforce. They have better problem solving abilities and can be prepared for the future. This sounds like what I've said before. There's a lot of benefit in it. If your child has critical thinking abilities, if your child has problem, okay, I don't know if you watch some of these or you TV channel, you see children playing with some puzzles, some children play chess. Those things allow you go through logical thinking, critical thinking. You be able to develop the problem solving part of you. That is not a skill people learn in schools, but some of those subjects unknowingly prepares a child to have that frame of mind. Unknowingly, you're doing mathematics, you're learning programming, you're learning coding, you're into graphic design, and as a child, those things are making a child's brain to sharpen. The child is already beginning to think about complex problems, beginning to think about things that make your mind creative. Some of the mobile gadgets, like young people in China, in US, in Germany, these are these things are possible because not just because they're intelligent. Okay, as a matter of fact, if it has to do with intelligence, Nigerian students shouldn't be coming out as tops in some of those schools because our academic system did not even prepare us for that. How are Nigerian students in UK coming out tops? We don't see problem. We have faced problems. So somebody, one of my friends said something. He said nothing they shocked me again. Say nothing when my eyes see where go bleed. Nigerian Nigerians have seen so automatically being a Nigerian who is hustling. The problem solving part of you is already developing. So what makes you think that going over there we're not going to come out intelligent? We will. But when it comes to the workforce, technology, how many of Nigerian students who did not develop themselves in those areas can cope? This is why you see someone who is a graduate in the UK working at a McDonald's at their factory or at Amazon factory. Quite all right. You work at McDonald's or Amazon factory, you're going to get paid $50 per hour, $22 per hour, $18 per hour, depending on the country. You might think you're making progress, but imagine you're the tech guy in that company. Imagine you're the one managing their website. Imagine you're the one going through their account sheets. You know what you're going to go home with. So this is why we need these skills in everybody. The workforce needs it. So it is a gift and an investment you're going to make in your child. It is not negotiable. Let's go to the next.
Please, you just hold on. Their network bar is red. So I
Okay.
think, please, if you can hear me loud and clear, please say hi. Hello, parents. If you can hear me, please say hi. If everybody here, if you can hear me, please. So they cannot hear me.
Okay. But can
If
you
you
hear
can
me?
hear me, say hi. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Their network bar is low.
Wow.
Okay, they are back now. Can you hear me, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Hello? 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 Can you guys hear me? Hi, parents. Is anybody hearing me? Hello? Can you guys hear me, parents? Hello? Maraja, did you mute the microphone from your end?
Do we
Maraja,
have everybody?
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear from here.
Okay, continue. It's the
Okay,
parents I
okay.
want to confirm if they can hear me. I
I
can
can
see
see
them.
motions on their screen, so I believe they are responsive.
Okay. All right, then let's go ahead.
Okay, help me zoom up the slide again.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. That's what
Can you
I.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. But they are saying they can't hear me. But they are not mute.
Mm.
Maraja, try to unmute yourself, please. Can you guys hear me now? Please, you guys should forgive us for the time we've wasted to get this going. It is not easy to use digital technology in a place where uh it's difficult to use in a country like Nigeria. I don't know why you can't hear me.
I think they should refresh their screen. Can they do that?
Yeah, I think they can. Mahaja, can you refresh your screen? I think they can. Mahaja, can you hear? Can you refresh your screen? Hello, sister. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, can you hear us now, sir?
Loud and clear. I can hear you guys now. Okay.
So,
Victor Kingsley, you can continue, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay. Um, Even the slide again. The next one after this.
And that's the
Okay,
last
that's the
one,
last.
sir.
Okay, okay. That means we've exhausted what we have on the slide. So let me just cap it up from here. Right. So we've we've already exhausted what we have to discuss. So the thing is, you really need to put digital literacy in your plan for raising your kids, because Nigeria is a now. Let me give you a shocking statistics. Nigeria is a country with about over 200 people, and the 200 is just an estimation. Trust me, it is way above 200 million, because given the um, birth rate, the rate at which people are being born every single day, if you go to hospitals, young children are being born almost every day. People are giving birth almost every day. Now, this figure, under this figure, look at the kind of economy we have, the economy we are meant to endure, the economy where the children of the common man and the children of the elite are supposed to, um, you know, um, scamper for jobs, are supposed to make a living and all of that. Just look at the state of the economy. Now, imagine population um, fighting for the little greener pasture that is available. When we were in secondary school, we did subjects where we were taught about the survival of the fittest. Now, surviving as the fittest in this context is not about physical strength. It's not going to be about your height. It's not going to be about your body build. It is going to be about your mental strength. What can you offer? Your child cannot be an average child and you expect that child to be exceptional. No, nobody who is normal will be exceptional. Nobody who is average can be exceptional. You need to, as a matter of fact, be intentional about making your children above every other child around them. You might say you're not competing with anybody. You lie. It is a competition. It is with your neighbors, with the people in the workforce. It is a competition. It is. So you must be intentional about ensuring that your children get all of those necessary skills that makes them stand out. So if your child appears in an interview and they asking that child, what are your special skills? Why do you think you deserve this job? They should not go and be saying, I studied chemistry. You're not the person that studied chemistry. You can't say I studied computer science. You are not the only person that studied computer science. What is going to make you different? Why should we give you the job? These are some questions some companies ask. And I believe some of the parents who are seated here honorably have been into some jobs. You applied for jobs. You faced interviewers eyeball to eyeball. It's not about your certificate. What else can your child offer apart from what they are studying in primary school now, apart from what they will learn in university? So digital literacy is compulsory. Arm your kids with gadgets. While people are giving their children weapons and guns, arm your kids with gadgets, computers, tablets, Android phone monitored by you, of course. Expose your children to digital literacy and STEM, science, technology, engineering, and some of these mathematical works. It's going to help develop their brain. Okay, now I have friends who have not even been to the university, but with the digital skills they have, a lot of them are already earning so much money in technology companies in tech. They are programmers, they are into coding, they develop apps. You might think these things are complex, but it's just a programming language and go. So, in short, I am pleading with you as parents, for someone who has been in this industry for a while, at least I've been exposed to a level of knowledge in it. So, I plead with you as parents. You're doing this not just for you, for us as a society, for us as a nation. Let's try our best to achieve digital literacy and STEM education for our kids. Thank you very much for having me online. I think I'll have to make now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Victor. Please, is there any parents that have question to ask
Okay, okay.
for we to just move ahead to the next topic?
I have a question. Sorry, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
please go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
The question I have in the situation, because we are in digital world right now, and most of the parents do not have that willpower, that economical strength to get those gadgets, those from what the other person was saying concerning the digital world. We don't
Yes.
have, most of us are not even, we are not even enlightened, we are not even educated to that extent. So how do we impact this knowledge to our children if we
Oh,
can't if we can't get this equipment, or if you can, sorry, I'm having a flu, so my communication, I'm having some kind of a challenge. Okay.
Oh,
So
oh,
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to ask.
yes, I get your question. Any other question? Okay, Victor, let me answer this question for you.
Okay, okay, cool, cool.
Okay. Last year when we decided to integrate digital technology into the school system, we made up our mind to integrate this technology because we want our students to advance in every area. So for us to do this, we made up our mind to that technology, we were going to provide the technology. So last time I can tell you that only one of my parents is aware of this issue. As of while we were having flood issue, we were trying to move from the location we had out. Three of our computers were broken. I can tell you that immediately we resumed that after the flood period, we had three of our technology that were completely broken. We had to manage. We were trying to make sure we had to manage. But as of January today, we've been able to fix all those computers. As I speak to you, the one we use in the Spear Hub is a mini 21st century computer. Same with new two ones that we've also purchased, we added into the system. We made sure that each of our teachers will be provided with at least one tablet in their classroom to use. We try our best to make sure that we have one technology in the classroom to assist in learning. Now, outside of the regular classroom, we also made sure we had what we call the Inspire Hub. Now, the Inspire Hub system, what we use is we use a curriculum from New York. I will go ahead and I will show you the curriculum from New York, and I will show you the requirements for just one of the subjects that we're teaching called the English language arts, and what each of these things is required, why it is required for students to go through this. And I will explain to parents who are already in our Inspired Hub and have seen us post videos about that, but they don't really understand what we are doing. But I will just go ahead and share my screen and I will show you what I mean by that. So Victor, please let me stop sharing your screen and I will share uh
Okay,
please.
okay.
Let's see. Okay. This last year we started teaching what we call early world civilization. It's called the New York State Common Core, ELA and literacy curriculum. The aim of this is to tell it again, read it aloud. So I'm just going to scroll down to where it's more important for us. This is the topic. We're looking at the early world civilization, father and son in Mesopotamia, writing in Mesopotamia. Most of the persons who are in our Inspired Hub group chat, we are aware that we have taken these courses, these lessons one and two. And let me go back to and the alignment for this curriculum aligned to what they call the core knowledge language arts. The core knowledge language art goals, international goals. And these goals contain things like locate the areas in Mesopotamia and the world map. This show them the ability to research, explain the concept of the concept canals and support farming, describe the city of Babylon and the hanging gardens. These are the alignment charts for the lessons. But what is the standard, the reading standard for all of these? The common language arts reading standard for this is to use narrative language to describe orally or written or or video when they get to primary two upward, characters, settings, things, events, actions, and scenes of fact of a friction read aloud. What is the goal for craft and structure? The goal for craft and structure is to the goal for uh, uh, hold on and structure is to make sure that they identify who is telling the story. Ask the questions of the five words: who, what, where, when. Make relative answer questions that require interpretation, judgment, and giving options. Identify the main topic and retell key details of a non-frictional tales. So when we give them videos to watch and we make them replay these videos for us, what we are actually making these children to do is to real tell the story back to us. Tell us what you understand. Tell us now. You read. You followed us to read this. What do you understand about? Have you Do you understand what? Let me raise the thing up for you. Can you be able to tell us, retell this story for us? What do you understand in this story? Tell us what you know about this story. And how parents can really help us in this is if they see this assignment pop up on their phones, they should always make sure that they enforce their children to do this assignment. They should always make sure that their children are doing, even if their children are not doing all, but they are teaching them on how they can use technology, learn, tell frictional story, and make learning fun. See, and at the end of the day, they're not just gonna be they're gonna be critical thinking, they're gonna be collaborative, they're going to be when you talk about research. And this is how these kids develop all of these skills that we are talking about. So I'm going to end this question from here. Any other question? Any other question? So Victor, I really want to say very big thank you for joining us today for this meeting, and I hope to have you once some other time. Is that okay? Victor, can you hear me? So hello everybody, can you guys hear me? Okay. So is there any other question? No question. So let me go back to the Inspire Hub. What we do at Inspire Hub, we use STEM, science, technology, mathematics, and computer to teach these children basic skills. When
Okay,
we
okay, sure. I'll be here some other time too. Yes, thank you very much.
when we use this technology, what we do is we post videos on our regular group chat. What we are doing is teaching our parents, teaching our children that we can learn in a better way. There is a way there are better ways we can even do it better than what we are doing. But for us to do that, it's going to really take us a huge lot of learning. So we decided to map out a 5 years plan to incorporate our students and our parents into this skill so that we can use these 5 years to grow. So that by the time we're moving to the next level, by making sure that every children have their own learning management portal, they are already aware and they already have this skill that we are looking at for. And we already have this skill that we are looking at for. So I can tell you very well, I can really, really tell you very well that we're making sure that we're putting things together for our children to be exceptional. That by the time they leave our classroom, our school, and our environment, they will be way, way better than 80% or of any other children out there, with skill to think, collaborate, research, and really, really do things better than any other person. I can tell you that. At least in Omok as a whole, if I cannot vouch for Port Harcourt, I can vouch for Omok as a whole. So with this due respect, I want to introduce the team for the year. And this team we will go ahead to explain our responsibility as a school, as parents, as a community. I'm going to share my screen for the last time. After this share, I won't share again. I've shared well. Hold on, let me see. Please give me okay, it's a Windows screen. So this year, for January this year to December this year, we're going to be talking about the creek expectation. And when you look at the corner of the office, you will see a shopping rack with the creek expectation. And most people will be asking, what is the creek expectation? I will go ahead and explain it so that everybody here will understand. I will also add this to the group chat. You should see it. It has been printed and it has also been posted by the side of the wall in the school. So I want all of us to look at this and have in your mind that I, Kyo Darlington, I am going to make sure that my school is going to be an exemplary school. 4 being the highest, 3 being an average, 2 processing, 1 emerging. And when we talk about the creek expectation, what is the creek expectation? C stands for commit to learning. Arrow R stands for respect others. For the school, it is respect staff. The creek expectation for the student, it is assignment. The other RE in the creek expectation is everybody is responsible. And when we talk about everybody is responsible, it is father, it is mother, it is parents, it is school, it is teacher, it is everybody is responsible for preparedness and timeliness. If the school is on time, if the child is on time, if the child is prepared, how prepared is the child? We will also be talking about everyone is safe. If you can see within the school environment, we're trying to provide a simple, safe environment to make sure that everybody is safe. And the last thing in the creek expectation is K, called kindness count. It is for the student where we're going to be talking about supporting classmates. Now, I cannot go ahead to read everything on the board, but I can tell you the 2 most important place I love people to be. This is you are either a 3 or you are a 4. So for the expectation for 3 and 4, I'm going to read for 3. Commit to learning. In commitment to learning as an assignment, all our students must consistently, you can hear me, consistently complete and submit quality assignments and on time. That is a competent student. An exemplary student is somebody who always complete and submit assignment on time, and assignments are of high quality that can be used as an example or a models to peers. The arrow. we're talking about respect to staff. For the 3 and 4, we're looking at consistently demonstrating respect through attitude, action, language, verbal and non-verbal. On the 4 area, always demonstrate respect across. We look at the response, everybody is responsible. On the 3 and 4, consistently bring needed materials to class and consistently use time effectively. That makes our students a competent student. An exemplary student this year will be a student who always bring materials to school and always use time effectively and work independently without redirection, completing the work and assignment. For the child, everybody is safe. So kindness count, consistently respect classmates through use of kind language. An exemplary student will be someone who always respects classmates throughout the use of kind language, verbal and not verbal, action and attitude, and always respect to the learning environment and serve as a role model in the educational environment. This standard we are giving to our students, it is very high. It is something that parents and everybody will say, why what is what why are you why do you want us to do assignments? Why do you want us to do this? Why are you doing this? But if we don't raise that bar so high, then when we fall, we will not even know where we are falling to. We want so that when we are when everybody is on time, it's either you are incompetent or is that you're a competent student or you're moving to an exemplary student. Any student within any student found within the emerging and progressing will be somebody who is really a student who would need extra work. For example, when we talk about such students, an emerging student will be somebody who struggles to complete or submit assignments, or assignments submitted are generally less satisfactory and are not always on time. Progressing student for commitment to learning will be a student who commit, who submit, who sometimes, see, hear the word, sometimes complete and submit satisfactory level assignment on time and occasional reminder. That means they have to remind him. So we'll be enforcing this year to make sure that staff, teachers, parents, school, parents do not hold back to call on school if the school is not doing well. If we are not doing well, please call us. If we are not doing well, call us back and we are going to come back and answer you. And when you are not doing well, we're going to come back to you so that we can demonstrate that commitment to learning. When we talk about everybody is responsible, a struggling student will be somebody who struggles to bring needed materials to class. The student have it. They have this textbook, but they don't carry it to school. Even when they bring it to school, they will not use it or struggle to use time effectively while receiving regular assistance. So we'll be working with parents, we'll be working with teachers, we'll be working with the general school committee to make sure that everybody is hands on deck to make sure our student is ready anytime. I can tell you that our student who started with us for over 5 years, those who have been with us for over 5 years, their averages, they never average anything below 80, 85 in their results. That is because they have been rigorously been make been put to this type of standard to make sure that they do this assignment, they do these things. It is all of these things that we put together to make sure that things work effectively. So for this year, this will be our theme. Our theme for this year as a school will be what we call the Creek expectation for our students, to make sure that all our students will always be an exemplary student or a competent student. And when they can demonstrate competency and exemplary work, you can see that they will be rewarded. We will reward students who show all of this across this year. This reward will be reannounced by the end of third term, when we will be celebrating our annual parents gathering. That is when we'll be awarding students who have performed extremely well, starting from last term to this term. So it's a year. So everybody who is a member of our school committee, you are highly welcome. To the new ones, you are also welcome. To this year, this is our expectations and this is our theme for the year. If you have any question, if you have anything, please you can quickly ask, and we can go ahead. Any question?
Thank you very much. We have heard all you say. My name still remains Abdul something. What I want to say in that aspect of assignment, most time, like let me take an instance. My daughter, whenever she came back from school, she'll be ringing the bell. My assignment, my assignment, my assignment. I'll be laughing. Even when I come back from work, when I come back from work, I will call her daughter. Where is the assignment? She will run to where her bag is and brought it to me. My assignment, my auntie said, well, I must do my as I say, okay, you are trying. Then those assignments sometimes when I open it, maybe I don't understand what they are talking about there. Why I'm saying this, teachers, they need to sometimes when they give them assignments, let them write something on top of it so that we parents we can
Mm,
be able to help it. We will understand what they want them to do there so that we can be able to help them to do the
okay.
assignment. Without that, they can't do anything. Thank you very much.
One. Please, any other contribution? This assignment issue, please. Please. We're here to discuss. We're all discussing, please. Any contribution, assignment. See, I can tell everybody in this place that you see this topic assignment from the day we started running this school to today. Every PTA meeting, we've always discussed this topic assignment, and I can tell you that there is no wrong. I can't say there's no wrong way of giving assignment. There's totally a wrong way of doing assignment when they give assignment. We're going to find a way to work with our teachers to communicate better to parents on this assignment. I do understand the stress where you're coming from. For example, they are giving students quantitative assignment on quantitative, and then imagine your daughter does not have the quantitative textbook, but on the quantitative textbook itself, the assignment is or the pre-example of that assignment is on the quantitative already, and they've done it as class work. But because your daughter do not have the quantitative instead, they might have written it on a book for her, so that for him or her to make sure that this child will be able to do this. But because you do not have the quantitative textbook itself where the example is there, you don't see the work they've done before it. For some people who have that, also we've been able to work with that. Our teachers that skip assignment and pages, we try our best to work with them so that they can reduce the assignment so that it doesn't become too much for the parents, and also for something the parents can understand. So we're going to work to see how they will communicate better with you guys this time.
And have something to say. Hello. Good
Please.
morning, everybody. My name is Okocha Samuel Kichukwu. It's still coming from the assignment issue. You understand? Just like you said, my son has the whole textbooks, and I've come to notice that some of the assignment given to him has never been taught before. If it is an assignment that has been taught before, I always ask him, how are you going to do it? I don't go straight to do his assignment. It's not my work. You understand? If it has been taught before, I only guide him to do it. You understand? I am not supposed to do his assignment for him. My work is to make sure that he does it and guide him to do it correctly. So, but I observe that most of them have never been taught before. They just, from the first place, they just write homework. It's not there.
I can hear you.
Okay. So I observe that it has never been taught before. Why are you laughing?
No,
So
okay,
I
you
observe
sound
that it has
like
never been so so it's not as if the assignment is too much on the parents. We actually want them to come home with assignment. That means they are doing something in school. But let us know that these things are just like the last assignment they gave to him is in kindergarten 2. One says banana, that he should complete it, a word. Him on his own cannot spell banana. So I have to make sure that he writes the A on the particular place, but he should write it very well. So I don't understand how he should be given such an assignment. It's not for his level because he cannot spell banana. So if there are other students in his class that can spell banana, I don't know. Eh,
okay.
They have never been taught that before. And there are still other assignments that I observe that even for me as a parent, I still have to check on Google to understand because what I'm thinking is not even those things. Now, for them to bring it back for us, and I observe that himself he has never been taught before. Because him is very smart. If he has been taught before, he will tell me he has been taught on his own. I have observed him, he has done assignment on his own like a couple of times. But the one that he has never been taught before, they still giving us assignment and it's not good. So people should look at those areas and don't reduce assignments. Don't give him the one that is good for him. Thank you.
Okay.
I want to say
That's
something.
please
Can I
say
say something?
something. Let's say something. Please. You see this
Concerning what my
assignment.
brother is saying,
you see this assignment.
concerning what my brother concerning what my brother is saying, look
Yes.
at those are textbooks. I am seeing that the thing they are writing in those their textbooks, the things there is bigger than those children. The things there. Sometimes when my daughter will I will bring her textbooks, the textbooks, I will not even understand. Even her sister that is in secondary school, I will give it to her. She will look at it that me, I don't understand this thing. So they should reduce what they are giving them in those textbooks with their age. They should reduce it. They should be reducing what they are giving them, what they are writing in those textbooks with their age. They should not be giving them what is above. When they get to that age, they will they will understand, they will plan. Let me just say something. Good morning, Mrs. Edith. It's okay.
I hear you.
I have things to say, not just the assignment. I have the assignment, so let me just go straight to the assignment first. The assignment. Sometimes my children will come home and then they want to do the assignment. They don't know how to go about it. Then when I would ask their questions, like, haven't you been taught about it? Because there some time ago, when my child comes back from home, he wants to do his assignment, and then sometimes I will just look at the assignment. I don't really understand. Um with my own this thing understanding, I will just say, okay, this is how to do it. Say, no, that is not how my auntie or my ma taught me. This is how it is. Okay, so okay, it is true. That is how it goes. But recently, when they come home, the assignments will be given to them. I don't even know, okay, what and what have you been taught? What examples have you been given by your auntie or your mom? Says no, nothing. They just open it and write homework. Haven't you been taught, explained to, this is how to do it before the assignment will be given? So please, teachers should really try to explain things to these children before giving them assignments. That is one of it. And secondly, the aspect of arrow, respect others. It is not just the students alone that can share respect
No, not
with
this
their
everybody.
classmates. Yes, everybody, even the teachers. There is a way a teacher will talk to a child, and then these other children, their classmates, will mock at them. You understand? And then they will feel inferior or dejected, just something like that. They will not like to mingle. If a child has done something wrong, or maybe a child's mood is not very good, you have to caution that child with love, or let me just say, you can just a teacher can call that child and say, okay, you have to, if this, let me take for example hair, you have to change this hair, it's not very good alone, instead of see this one, see your hair, your mother no even fit, things like that. It does not look good at all. Please tell your teachers to um, mind their languages in the class
Please, are you
when they
hearing me?
communicate with
Are you hearing
children.
me? Are you hearing me?
Yes,
Please,
yes,
now,
yes, yes.
please, everybody sitting down here. If your child gives you a report of such action, please make an official report, and we will take care of it immediately. I am a very no nonsense man. So when I tell people these are things we do, if anybody any of my teachers that do that, the person go. You take your break. Anytime you're okay, you come back. Do you understand me? Now on the assignment area, let me go back again to the assignment area, the one you talked about.
Somebody wants to say something on the
Let me let
assignment.
me let me answer this. Let me answer this lady. Let me answer her first, so that I don't forget your own. I don't forget the question two people have answered. Have asked me, so let me answer them first. Dear girl. Now, the truth of the matter is, assignment is required. One, two. Me and you know that we are not in the class when lectures and classes are going on. When I was in school, I lied a lot, to the point that my father came to school to beat one of my to almost to report one of my teacher because of one small lie of a mistake that I know that I was supposed to do. But because I did not do it, and my father asked me what I did not do, I said it was the teacher that made me not to do it. See, I tell you, my father came to Kings and Queens that day. He drove, called Uncle Sam outside, was hollering Uncle Sam that he should sack the teacher, he should do this to the teacher. Me, myself, in my heart, I knew that I was in that class, I was there. But because I made a mistake, I lied. But it wasn't a bad thing. I didn't know that I was going to put the teacher in problem. Thank God Uncle Sam did not sack him. What am I saying in essence is, why we give assignment is to test current knowledge, past knowledge, and unknown knowledge. Some assignments are given to students when topics are being introduced, and students say they don't know this assignment. Yes, it's true, they don't know it. That is because they are just being taught. They are just being taught the topic. They don't know. There's nothing. This is their first time of hearing this topic, because that is when the thing got to where they are. Right now, anybody who is talking to me, if I'm learning anything right now, I will be building on my prerequisite knowledge, the knowledge I once knew. I say, yes, I knew something, but I did not know it like this. So show me what you're showing me. But these are students who have never heard any most of these topics we are talking. In fact, they don't even know that this topic is coming to them. In fact, they don't even know that we are planning to see bring calculus and major mathematics to them. They don't know. So if you ask them, they will tell you they don't. There is nothing, and it is true. But we are testing assignments. Are you guys listening to me? We don't use assignment as exam. We don't use assignment as test. Assignments are what we use in building past knowledge. What does your child already know? Present knowledge. What does he know what we are talking about? Does he have an idea of it? Or he even have more than an idea of what we are talking about? If your child have more idea, he will score better. And then we'll pass that and come back again and retest that same thing, retest it the second time with a different set of questions, same strategy, but different question. And once you see that, you will not say, oh yeah, they taught us the thing, I can then go back and do it. And most of these topics are building on prerequisite knowledge that have already been there. Some are new knowledge that are just being introduced. Some are something that are to be introduced. But what we can do to try to work with parents on this assignment issue, we're going to work with our teachers to reduce and make it simpler. No, not simpler. To reduce and give more information on how to go about answering these assignments. To make sure that parents understand this assignment. And because we're making sure that these assignments are what we call the drills, that make sure that students are practicing these things at home. We're building these skills and they are building these skills. And most of the time, parents, okay, what we're teaching is some little skills in between these things. Interpret this, multiply this, do this, do this. And when the parents find it difficult, it's not bad. Do your child assignment. You yourself, you will learn from that assignment. Sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, well, yeah, that is how they do it. It is just simple things. So, madam, please ask your question. Please, did I answer your questions?
No, no, no. But just like what you sorry to come back to that. Just like what you said.
Yes.
If it's topic, if an assignment is a topic that is newly introduced and you give it to a child of 4 years to do, which he has no means to further his knowledge, he cannot browse Google on his own. Because me, when I was in school, if you give me an assignment that is newly introduced, you can go to the internet, to go to cyber cafe that year to get more information about this assignment. And now you
Mm,
give it to a child of 4 years. How can he do it? In other words, you're giving this assignment to the parents. You understand me? You're giving this assignment to the parents because we do it and they move. Sometimes we don't even have the strength after work and all that. We don't even have the strength to start while doing the assignment to explain to them to learn. We don't look at it and we just do the assignment and go and rest. You understand? The problem of Nigeria is too much. So if at all, if we are, the purpose why they are there is for them to be taught. If the assignment comes after introduction of the topics, maybe the assignment should come now after the topic has been fully taught, so that if the child does not know the assignment, You have the right to caution that child very well. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, I do understand you, sir.
I don't want to cut in. Okay. I have a child.
Okay.
I registered my child newly. A daughter. I have a daughter. I registered her this year with my son. Not just before the school resumes. I think the 2 days after the school resumed on Monday and on Wednesday. I have a daughter. She's 2 years old, and a son. He's 5 years old. Now they gave her an assignment. She's in the crèche because they said she can't start from nursery one. She was given an assignment to write W. My daughter is still learning how to write. She was supposed to be learning how to write the stroke down and the dash. And you give her an assignment to write W. So, from what this young man is saying, what he's saying is more like what is happening in my house. And I'm a very busy person. My wife also, she has a little baby she's carrying. The stress of trying to hold her hand and mold her to write all those things is very difficult. So what this my brother is saying, they should be taught first. They should give them guidelines on how this should be done. Then when they have knowledge about it, you can make it harder. Then that way they can do it if it's too difficult for them. That is where we come in. Not that when they come, we doing assignment for them doesn't make them become brilliant. We are not helping them. But when they can do
Sir,
the
please,
assignment
what's your name?
themselves,
Please, what's your name?
my name is my name is Sotini Obi.
Can you
I just
spell that for
registered
me?
my children last week or so.
Can you spell the name?
Sorry.
One of the names? Can you spell one of the name for me?
Odili
Okay.
Obi.
So, Mr. Odili, when you just registered your child, right?
Yes.
Okay. When your child joined from second term.
Okay.
Okay. From first term, we've been
Then
learning. From first term, we started learning stroke and dash, coming up to second term. And because our curriculum is progressional, moving upward. Do you understand what I mean?
yes, understand. You have
If
gone
your
ahead
child,
of
if
me.
your child have, if your child have that assignment of that right now, it means that we're moving progressionally, and we're different progress when your child met us. You can go back to the next class behind people who were here last term and take up their book. You see how the progression went from the first simple one straight to where they are now. Now, the truth is everybody is going to be saying a whole lot of things on whether we should have this assignment, not give this assignment, or not this assignment. The curriculum that we are doing was not made by we the school. The curriculum was made for a standard. We're not even talking about. I'm not even talking about trying to make videos or even doing so many things already. With the one we talk about the inspired hub, getting our student to the inspired hub first. If we talk about that, if we talk about making sure we meet up to that particular standard, if we do that assignment that way, sir, I can tell you that for the next you guys next meeting, we are going to stay 4 hours discussing about assignment, how you people don't like it because it is how it is. But these are the questions that comes with this. These are the questions that comes with these curriculums. These are the standard and expectations that we're expecting. These are the drills that we are supposed to apply. These are the things, these are the dots that we are supposed to dot. If we don't dot them because we are believing that the children cannot, what we are doing, this everything we are preparing these whole children is to build up the skill of writing. They might not know stroke and dash. Let them stroke. Find a way, a convenient way to make sure your child meets up with the school assignment. This is a requirement for this term to make sure that your child is a complete, regardless of the assignment, whether it is how. The reason is When we meet up with this standard, we try our best to meet up with what the government want us to teach. And we go below that, we have students that are underperforming. And if you people want us to restructure to underperform how they are doing, please tell us. Because I don't know how we can do it, because I can find a way to make sure that our staff, our teachers give good information regarding every assignment. I can make sure that our staff make sure that whatever assignment that they are giving good information about it. And it should be something that is of high standard and what has been taught. I can tell you that irrespective of the student assignment should not be our major concern. Assignment are drills to test students' knowledge in taught or untaught topic. Assignments are not compulsory. We can stop giving assignments.
No,
We can
It's not funny. Very important.
Let me tell you, sorry to cut
Very
you short.
important.
Sorry to cut you short. Assignments are very important because that is the only way we know that our children are learning. We are not in school with them. That's the only way we know that they are picking up in school.
even our own time. We did it.
no. We
Assignment, assignment is very, very, very important. It's more than the exam.
It's more than that is the only way we assess our
Yes,
children.
assignment is very more than the exam because I'm not there when they do their exam, but I can see him do his assignment.
Teacher can score a child goal.
If he cannot do assignment, when I was starting to cut it short, when I was in school, when I was in primary school, if they used to repeat students, I would have repeated a couple of times. But when they give us back our results, within me, I know this is not my result too. If they put the real figure there, my father would have changed me from that school. But the man does not put the real figure there. So my parents only know about my how I'm improving through my assignment, through my books. Through my books. If my books are not up to date and the assignment is not correct, that's the only way you can know that a child is improving or not. So assignment, if we stop assignment,
It's very, very important.
if we stop assignment, that means we have closed the eyes of the parents from the school. We cannot see again. Because if it is English, I know that in English they can speak very well. If it is English, but this one that they are doing in our front, let us be sure.
So what I can tell you guys, I do understand where you guys are complaining from. I can tell you I understand. I totally understand. I do. And I am learning, but I want to make sure that what I am learning, I am also making sure that our children and our students are getting used to what I am teaching. So if the assignment is too much, we're going to find a way to reduce it. But we're not gonna completely reduce it. We're gonna just make it of high standard so that parents can understand and use it. Please, I want to tell you people, I understand the whole problem that we are having when it comes to assignment and all that. But it is a requirement. It is something that is see, it is something that is required. I am required to ask my staffs what is the assignment that they've given. And government is asking me to provide the assignment details. Next thing we are supposed to talk right now is the River State government has removed examination. The River State Private Association has removed schools from certain examination questions. So from this term, we'll be paying to the government to give us question paper for our student examination. So our teachers will not be involved with setting that questions. So tell me, how do we know our student will be able to benchmark that standard when our teachers are not going to be the one to set the question? And that was one of the things I want to discuss with you guys, because as of yesterday they posted it, and I said all schools are out to adopt this thing from this term. Hello.
Yes, we are with you.
Okay, so that's my major aim of what I'm asking, because right now the government is about, we don't want to, they're telling us don't start question again. We're going to give you question paper. Just buy every student every time pay your 1,000 naira for your question paper, and once you pay, you get a good quality question paper. But so how do we now, if we reduce the quality of assignment, if we reduce the quality of what we're doing, how do we now test what our students have learned or have not learned? So please, you people should bear with us. We'll find a better way to work with each and every one of you. Please, is that okay? So please, I want to ask you guys, because this time the government require us to adopt the use of uh the general question paper, in which we'll be buying from them. We're not to set All schools are not to set question, because they want to be able to track how students are performing. So I don't know. I'm asking you people, should we adopt this process this term, or should we leave it till next year, so that we'll be able to know how this thing works, because they're giving us at least 6 months for schools to adopt out of the next sections, which is 2023 to 2024. Those who wants to start early adoption can start adopting. Those who don't want to start can wait till like next term to start. So that is the uh, please, is the headmistress there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please, you have the sheet with you, right? Did you print it?
Yes, just on how to answer.
Okay. So circular is already out there, and we are and our goal and the goal is to make sure that all schools migrate to a central examination hub, and it is of international standard, because that is how it is done over here. My wife happened to work with the examination committee of Michigan, where once in a year in July they gather to set questions for the year, for next year, for all schools in Michigan to use. So I do understand that same process goes on over here. So I don't know. It is up to my parents. That's why I'm bringing up to you guys. If you guys want us to adopt this thing immediately, or we should wait till when the first term next term.
I would say something.
Please say.
Okay. For me, I will suggest that we adapt to the government's examination policy, because right from right from start, the government have been the one setting the junior WAEC, the senior WAEC, and sometimes first school leaving certificate. Sometimes was out that what they said are things that we have never been taught. So if they start from now and be
Okay,
using the government standard, this
please
after they are
let
coming,
me
the
hold on.
international standard
Let me stop you. I want to crack a joke. I want to
examination,
crack a joke. I want to crack a joke. I want to
and
crack
let
a
me finish.
I want to crack.
If they start now using the international standard, okay.
I want to crack a joke. The joke I want to crack is the government said junior wire questions or senior wire questions that even the student did not. So these are the standards we are trying to meet. Please continue. I'm done with my joke. Please, sorry for
Yes.
interrupting you.
So what I'm saying is, if they start now and start using the government standard of examination, you understand, it will help, because we actually know how the government are moving, so that someday they can be able to sit for their exams
like WAEC and also without having external help from them. And the aspect of the assignment, sorry to go back there again because it was very clear that everybody wasn't satisfied with how you put it. We weren't saying that the assignment is too much for the students or for our children or the assignment is too hard for them. All we are saying is that they should be taught about that assignment. They should be taught about that particular topic.
Yes, very well.
They should be taught about it very well before giving the assignment. So that I should not be the one learning while they are not learning. If I crack my brain to do the assignment, browse and do the assignment, I'm the one learning. They are not learning. So that is what all I'm saying. Thank you.
Uh, please, the headmistress, please take note of this. This, please take note of this comment, please.
Please, can I say something concerning the assignment?
Please say.
Excuse me. Good day, parents. You're all welcome. Waiting to meet you. We are talking about the assignment. Now, if I'm to go into the assignment matter, we can't go back home today. Now, for example, let me take an example like I'm one of children's class teacher. Several times that boy will come to school from nursery 3. One nurse, where is your homework? I didn't do it. What happened? I don't have pencil. That was nursery 3. Then basic 1, I was still a teacher because those children are the children attended this school. So I want them to be the best. So I'm following them up. Honest, same honest. When you ask honest, have you done your homework? You say my brother or my sister said they will not help me. And that homework is just at his own age. Now I will explain in the class. If those children to go home and tell their parents what are the money tell them in the class, I will say your daddy is not here, your mommy is not here, you are here sitting down. Whatever and explain to you, go home and explain to them. When you explain to them, they will help you to do this homework. You can't just go home and give it. Even yesterday, I said it yesterday. I use Billy Dad as an example. I say Billy Dad always says that I should not flog him. If I flog him, the dad will still flog him at home. That he didn't do what he asked him to do. That's why I'm not flogging in the class. So yesterday I told them that see this thing we are doing. We are going to do it in the class. I gave them English and Maths yesterday. We did it in the class about 4 questions. So the remaining one under it, I said go home and do it. We have done it in the class. So use what we did in the class. Same thing at home. That is the 2 homework I gave yesterday. Now that one is for me because my class, nobody is perfect anyway. So nobody will say that I'm not doing what is right. Because if professors will still do wrong things. Now the other class teachers, especially Zoe's class, Zoe will come back home with his homework without even talking or touching it. We gave Zoe results. He said, Zoe come back to school. That's for 3 days. I wanted to seize it. I said, put it back. Send it back to a father and mother. They didn't check the bag. But if they check the bag, they will not know that there's a result inside that bag. Because he didn't collect the result last test. So as he resumed, he put inside the bag. Sorry, take this and give to your mom or your dad. Maybe as a child, he didn't remember it. The result was inside that bag for 3 days. I wanted to seize it. I said, okay, put it back. I don't know if the class, I told the class teacher, if he bring it back, because we are going to use it this time, now remove it, keep it, because we use it this time and next time. So when you talk of homework, there is no teacher. I know that I don't go around often, that I do once in a while. There is no way that a teacher in a class will teach a child without explaining what the child will do at home. Because most of these children, when they explain, there's no children, they might not pay attention properly. But there are some children in that the same class that will come and do the homework perfectly without their parents supporting them. Is it not the same class? So when you talk about, we look at all the fault is from the teachers. We ourselves is our fault, but we are going to do our best to make sure that we give the children what they want. That's my why I want to say something is that please, parents, teaching is not only meant for teachers. We are all parents, we are all teachers. Teach your child at home. Especially since peer help. Each one will cry to me, man, please tell my mom, tell me they don't allow us touch phone. I said they told me they will not give you the phone because people will spoil the phone. But what I will do, I will pray them to buy laptop for the children. So in this peer help case, if they don't have this smartphone there, you look at it, the teacher there is not doing anything because the peer help is not something they will write every time. It's something that concerns internet. So the homework issue is our fault. Yes, I will accept it. It's the yes, no problem. But my own case is that they should check the children's bag often. Then ask the child, and the child bring the homework. Sit the child down because we are all busy. We want to put food in the table. We want to pay school fees. We want to do that. We're always busy for our business, our job. We don't have that time to give attention to our children. Me too. I will not even blame them. And a victim. So you cannot say that they don't explain in the class, they don't do this in the class, but the child didn't pay attention because they must explain. They will give class work. After class work, the next is to give. We don't give homework every day. Now we have got our homework, what's of complaint. We give homework Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We normally give from Monday to Friday, but now we have got it only twice in a week so that we enable them to do this homework. Yesterday, honest resolve on Tuesday, should be until Monday, forgot his mathematics homework at home, and I did not give homework in mathematics. Why did he forget that homework, that book at home? When I did not give homework, which means he removed all the books inside his bag and forget to put that one back. So parents is blaming us. We accept it is our fault, but I'm going to assure them we are going to do our best to give these children what they want, but they should help us out. When the child come back, first thing, don't do the homework, sit down. What did they teach you in the class? That's the first thing. The child should explain. If it's a child that can talk, a child in 10 years, 8 years, 9 years, 6 years, 7 years can be able to explain what they are being taught in the class. But the ones in 2 years, 1 year, like what our brother said there, because that we have answered his question, maybe let's see where they are starting from this second term. So the question, the homework issue is not talking about teachers. Parents are busy, they are here, they don't have time. So what they want to do is to use their hand and do the homework on their own. No, there is no way me I will give homework in my class. I will explain maybe 3 times, 4 times. See, come back, this is your homework. I don't want to mention the parents name here. She's here with me. I always praise her. I will see inside the quantitative where she will solve, explain to the son, explain. When I will mark am say hey, this one you suppose to employ to purity so that you be our teacher here. It's not a parent, and she doesn't complain anything. She only to mark please be help me, people are doing well. But those that don't do homework for their children, they don't pay attention, they don't even know that it's book in that part, that is not that I'm complaining. Me, I'm not complaining, I'm just trying to correct what they are saying here. All the fault is our fault, yes, we accept it. That is our work, we have to do it. But they should help us. Be asking the child what have you learned in the class today. They will not ask, they just say this teacher will not explain. I'm not saying this teacher that will teach in the class without explanation. No. So for that homework issue, I want to correct it. They should not push all the blame to us. Thank you.
Right? Everybody,
Please,
everybody,
I still have
everybody.
something to say. Oh. Please, I
Hello.
still have something to say. Oh, please. Uh, please, people should bear with me because I'm the father of Zoe that she mentioned. Understand? The reason Zoe came back with his result because he said that the auntie said that they should bring it back. That is one. And secondly, to be sure that they check his bag, you can go and bring all his books from since he started this term and see if he has not been doing his assignment. Please go and get it. From last week and becoming, go and check if he has not been doing his assignment. Because all the parents here cannot be lying. Yes, there is no time that all of us here that our children are not brilliant. You know, there's no way all the parents here are not, their children are not brilliant. All the parents here, they are all the parents here are lying. All the parents here are busy. I have only one son. How can I be so busy with those? When I have only one son, how busy am I that I cannot check his book? How do I know that he does not teach him if I don't ask him? There are basic requirements that is being provided by the parents to make sure that they meet up to standard. You understand? There are basic requirements. Us also, we do our part very well. We try our best. You understand? We are
Yeah.
doing our job to make sure that we pay their fees. This is their job.
Yes.
Paid
Definitely.
at the end of the term, but this is their job. So you don't expect me to do your job for you while I do my job to make sure that you're being paid here. So this is your job. There's no way all the parents here are lying, or all the parents here, all of us are children are not intelligent.
Okay.
So you have to look into this matter
Um,
very well.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everybody. When we started this, before we started this meeting, I told you guys our expectation this year is the Creek expectation, and I'm very happy that all of you are trashing out your expectations. Please, let's continue
Yes.
talking, please. Now, listen, the school, we're going to go back and we're going to do our best, and we're going to make sure that
Yes.
well, are you guys hearing me?
Now we are very,
Thank you.
very loud. Loud.
Loud and clear. Everybody is responsible. I cannot be laying blames to parents and not lay blame to me and not lay blame to the child. We cannot say the child is the problem when all of us, but if all of us put our hands and do what is, if everybody put their hands and do 90%, ah, we will make sure that we've done something very, 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 very well. So it is the Greek expectations, and these expectations are for high standards. So we're going to make sure we follow them. And I'm happy that everybody is angry. See, we're going to prove Samuel is going to prove to the school that he has been doing his son assignment. And we are going to prove to Samuel that we'll be doing our assignment. Listen, what we're going to do at the end of the day is sit down and find out strategic ways to improve all of these things. And the best way we're going to do this is, I can tell you, we're going to go back to our teachers and restructure, and you will see the change. One thing I do every time is immediately after this meeting, we also have our staff meeting where we sit down and talk about all the changes and all of the things that parents have pointed out and see how we can work towards making those changes. And this is something we do every time. Every time. We've done this for over 5 years. Those who have been with us will do it, we've talked, we've seen, and progress has been no child. I can tell you that we do have children that are underperforming in some subjects, but none of them is, I can tell you, is poor in learning. They might underperform in some subjects, but in an average across all 10, they are doing absolutely well. But we will need to raise that bar so that our students who are graduating soon, everybody will be on standard. I am so sorry that we are hearing all of these things with ourselves, and I want to hear it. Parents, please, if you have issues, lay your complaints both to the headmistress, and when something is not done from the headmistress, contact me. Then we will do something about it. If you've contacted the school and nothing is done about it, contact me and we will do something about. Those who have contacted me, we've been able to rectify problems, issues over a long time. So guys, we've talked about this meeting, this assignment for a long time, and I've also reassured to all of you that we're going to look into this assignment and we're going to evaluate new processes to find the better ways to deliver a better assignment strategy for all of our children. Is Are you guys with me? We are still on the question: should we adopt the curriculum this term, or should we leave it till first term? Because if we don't this term, I will not want to bring the same question for them next term, because that is third term when they are supposed to be passing out, and it's going to affect their performance.
Director,
Yes,
it's me.
please
It's
continue.
Mrs. It's okay. Yes. About that question, to me, I suggest it should be next step because the next session. I mean, because this session have already started, and they are
Mm-hmm.
starting with textbooks. There are textbooks that maybe these people are using to set those questions, and those are not the textbooks they are using now. So I think next session with those textbooks they are using, the government are using. Then we can adopt it.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
I still remain Akudo something. The question I want to ask, like as you said that the government are saying they are setting the exams now.
Yes.
Are they going to give the students the textbook that they will use to say the exams when we adopt it? This is the question
Okay.
I want to ask.
The the um the textbooks is written in accordance to the government curriculum. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
And it is written to the government curriculum, and we're using both blended curriculum, both Nigerian and British. So what we're doing together is something simple. It's the same thing, but with different concept. Textbooks we use in our classroom is for our own teaching, to teach the curriculum the government is giving to us, right? The only thing we're only doing is taking their question paper. And when we take this question paper, by the time we take this question paper, we use it and give them answer. Now, at the end of the day, you are not buying a different textbook. It's same textbook you're using. Did you hear what I said? Nobody is purchasing a new textbook. It's only the question paper. We're only using the question paper to align with the state government, so that we can make sure that we're meeting up with the government, because all exam that they're going to take by basic 5 is still the state government examination, according to the curriculum that have been set. Do you understand? So that's why I'm asking, if we don't adopt it this time, it has to be next section. Any other opinion, any other question? I'm not hearing. Is
We are with you. We are with
Yeah,
you.
you can hear, sir.
okay,
We
because
don't, we don't, we don't conclude the next session for
you've
because
not
we've already
concluded.
bought books.
No, we're not
We
changing
are
books.
suggesting
Nobody's changing textbook. Nobody's changing anything. Nothing.
Okay,
Same textbooks, everything.
okay, to understand it properly, the exams set by
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be. I wish I know the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams, a million dreams, a million dreams, a million dreams. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our mind. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be. I wish I know the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, to say that you bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see, I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be. I wish I know the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams, a million dreams, a million dreams, a million dreams. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Yeah, I think I like. It's very nice.
Hello, everybody. Please, sorry for that short break. I just needed to just fix up something. So, uh, our adoption should be first term. Are we all going with first term?
Yes, yes. Yes, so
First term is better, right? Okay. The last thing I want us to talk about so that we can go ahead and close this meeting is the issue of tax and bank charge in which the government imposed on our school for the past 4 years we've been operating. As of last year, we paid over 550,000 naira for the taxes and fines we were supposed for value added tax, as a business operating in River State. This money, we are supposed to have been collecting it in for the government, ahead of the government from you guys. It is called value added tax. It is called value added tax. And with the value added tax, it means that for every purchases a customer makes in any business in Nigeria and within Rivers State, you are to pay 7.5% tax as long as that payment is made. And we've been able to cover this tax on ourselves for the past 4 years. Sometimes it's not we're not going to be adding it to the school fees, we're not going to be adding it this term, we're not going to be adding it next term. School fees is not increasing anytime soon. Our school fees is still going to remain the same. The only thing we will want to ask you people, because of the high rate of inflation, from next section would we be collecting the value added tax alone, so that we can pay government their money and know that they will stop disturbing us from our end. Our school fees still remains 6,000. It's still going to be have value added tax. And by next time, by the time we're having this meeting next time, we'll go further to discuss the value added tax. That is the only thing I'm only telling you guys of ahead of first time next year. So our student demonstration unit that we planted, where the plants are already going on. If it takes time, as after this meeting, you can walk by the site of the building. You see where the plants are. They are growing. We hope that within the next 2 to 3 months, we'll sit down again to celebrate the fruits that the children planted from their little garden. And I hope it's so fruitful, because I'm anticipating to see the the fruit from it. So with that, we come to uh, one of the last part of our meeting. Please let me share the window so that I can tell you where we are. And please, okay, can you see my screen? Our career day is happening this term. We are asking parents to help us for the career day. It will happen before the end of February this term, where we'll be inviting parents to join us for the children to present career and professional day for us. Most parents that have already received um, the costume or act your child is going to put on, the career your child is going to be. Somebody is going to be a lawyer, someone is going to be an engineer, others going to be doctor, some will be so many other profession that is in that list. So please, if your child has any of those profession, please try your possible best to provide an attire related to that for your child. Um, and I hope we'll all make that day wonderful. The only thing we want to ask for parents, we don't want to make a child. We just want to see if on that day you guys can help us. So that if it is drink, we can buy for our children for performance. Let us buy. We at the school will try to provide the one we can provide of our own. We also solicit the parents to help us if it's something that you can give, so that the day will be wonderful. Some people have already received later. So parents who are going to be involved have already received some letters. Those who haven't, I will be needing your present on that day, so that we can all sit. This time is not in this small place. We're going to sit in another place. We're thinking of, if parents can really get involved, we're thinking of to rent the Palms Hotel. They are outside, and then the school can take care of that. Why parents help us in raising something we can use for refreshment. But I don't know how it looks, or what you guys think about the idea for the career and professional day for the venue. Hello.
I want to ask a question. The
Okay.
career day, what is going to be
He said.
Are you hearing me? I said the date of the career day. When is it going to take place?
The date exactly we are holding because we needed to finally discuss with the with you guys first before we fix the final date for it. But we know we want to put it in February or early March, and then we decide if it was we decide if we say we want to go with a nice environment where we can rent the school which we will take care of ahead. We will know that so that it can give us space, enough of space for the children to really perform. So all that put together, uh, that is that will be the determinant for the date, but it will be ending. If we decide today what we need, we should make the date before the end of next week for you guys, and you will receive it on the group WhatsApp, and others will communicate through you on text message.
February close, so let it be that March. March period. And director.
March, March
Yes.
1, March 5th, March 1, 2, and 3 is available.
Before the closure of the school. A week to week, a week to the closure.
A week to the closure of school.
Yes.
Okay. Date.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
And
We've
you
taken
upload the time so that they will plan.
we've taken that.
Concerning the
For the refreshment.
concerning the professions, the
Yes.
child is it the school that will choose the profession the child will act? Because it's more like acting.
If
Yes.
Eh?
It's because it's an art. Because it's an art. It we did not choose
Yes.
it. It was a random. It was a random selection. It was a random selection. So each of those students will just act, but then they have a leader mm, who lead them. Yes. The refreshment.
for the refreshment, my own suggestion, I'm thinking that the parents should, all the parents, if it is 2,000, any amount, all the parents should relate it because if you say each person should volunteer what to give, that one will not be it's not. No, like it was saying
You
that we should help us. So if
you
it's
in this
any amount,
resection in this revelation, how much you are asking what is 2,000? What would 2,000 do? What will you buy in the market 2,000 naira? Eh?
but even that it's 2,000, I'm guessing that if you're living parent, that would be preferable. Then any amount.
That should be a
Okay,
specific
I
amount.
have something.
Let's agree
you
here so
have-
that we'll know.
If you have
What does that mean
Let's
for
agree so that
managing
we'll
for
know.
the president?
That's
See,
the
what do you want? What do you
We
want?
are,
What I want?
we are we okay. We are listen. Hello. We're going to hire. We're not going to be using this small speaker. We're going to hire speaker. If we're using an open space, we're going to hire canopy. We're going to hire chair. We're going to move all those chairs to that location. Transportation. We're going to cook. So
Wait, I have something to say.
say, please say.
Alright, okay. This thing, and the parents are also invited on that day.
Yes.
This this event exactly that is holding, is it at the are we doing it as the end of term ceremony or what?
Now our end of tenth, we don't do we stop doing end of tenth ceremony for 2 years now, but we've done parents conference. parents teachers conference, which we did for only parents, and if students are going to be there, to be students who are performing or are will be awarded, because that is when we sit down to discuss the end of the year meeting. You guys are aware. So we've not done that. This is the first professional, for those who have been with us, this is the first professional acting we are doing, and we don't do it before. I can tell you that we've never done it before. We hope to do it better this time around. Mommy Billy, you are aware, right? So that's the whole truth about it. This is the first one we are doing, and we've not the end of term is a conference for parents. This is for children. Second term, other people will be doing inter-house sports this term. Other schools will be doing inter-house sports. Other schools will be doing other things. But we want to do, instead of inter-house sports, profession.
So okay, since it is like this now, we are going to check how much is your target. You understand? Because if it is in transport, when I was in school, what we used to pay for in transport is per student 500, 1,000. You understand? So this one now that is like this. I'm saying what I know now. So this one now that is like this. We are going to know how we are going to support the school in this great academic event, Abi. If it is, that is what I want to say. But I will not say a particular figure, because we don't know your budget, your estimate for the whole
The
thing.
the
You
estimate
understand?
the
So we should have
The estimate, the total estimate for the event is 300,000 naira. So, what what can you guys provide for us? We will conclude our own end. Hello, you guys should do what with this agreement. What can we all label ourselves? The school will complete the one. That is our budget with the hall. That is our budget with the hall. So if you guys can help us, we will then complete it. That is what we mean. Do you guys understand?
Okay, yes. Everything involves planning. Even if it's 1 million, everything involves planning. I don't think the parents sitting here are all the parents for the children. Most parents are not here. So if there is because if you cannot get the hotel you tend to use, you can also use another place. There are other areas you can pay lesser. I'm just suggesting. Then because if we have a particular right, let's say okay for example, let each parent pay for 5,000. I'm just giving an example for 5,000 naira. If the numbers are not enough, you cannot still achieve that amount needed. If the numbers are not, so what I would suggest is let the planning comes to a level whereby everybody can bring that particular amount so that it will not at the end of the day the event will not hold, because most persons
Like,
to get to that time they will say the
hello.
money needed is not. Yes.
Okay, I get your point from what you're saying, but
Like me,
the
I want to
the
ask the question though. If you want to do it now, are we going to pay per child or per parents?
Parents. Parents.
Because if it's per child, me, I have 3 children.
Parents.
it's normally done per child. It's normally done per child.
So if it's per
Because
child,
you
people
you
should
not
just
pay
come
three
down to
thousand for three children, and just dey pay 3,000 for one child. See, it's normally done per child.
See, my brother, if I may say,
It should be per
I
child,
may
per
say,
parents. So
make your estimates
check your parents.
very
How
well.
many they have.
Check how many parents you have in
And
this
maybe
school.
each parent.
Then, if you can call an emergency meeting, you call an emergency meeting. Let all the parents be here so that we can all discuss what they want from us, so that we know what to do. But if we are discussing it like this, we look as if we don't know where we are going.
are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
The problem is, before I can gather half of you again, eh, I will need to summon Jesus Christ. to be sincere again.
Let's finish it now. Let's do it today.
Eh?
Our parents.
Now today I have you guys. Today I have you guys. Please, to be sincere. To be sincere. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me? What I'm asking you guys now, we are we're a total of 70 students. Are you hearing me? Hello? Are you guys hearing me? We're a total of 70 students. We're a total of 70 students. Our budget is 300,000 naira. We're asking you people to help us. We are not telling you to take the whole budget out of us or do this. What can you all generally come together to say, let's do this and give us? We will come. If you say you don't, you will not give us also, we will still do it. If people say you will not still do, we will still do it because it's our first event. Do you understand me now? But it is also something that if you give us, we say, okay, please, we want it, no problem. We are happy for you guys to contribute. It will also lessen our burden for us in this whole time that things are becoming very expensive in the market. Do you understand? And will be to give us the
Yes.
ability to spend to even when we have other emergency, we can then dip from our pocket to expand to do. So please, anything you want to do, we can so that we can round up. We've already spent more than our anticipated hour.
I want to say something. In terms of contributing this thing now, if we say let's do it per student, it will affect so many people. Yes. You understand? Yes. And secondly, too, we have to know the terms of the program. If you people are cooking, so that our expectations will not be too high. We will not go and contribute finish and come there empty stomach and there's nothing to eat. So we have to be sure the people are cooking, the people are buying goat, and the kind of things people are doing that day. So that we know where we are contributing our money to. It's very important to it's
See,
very important.
if you want a goat, you need to contribute goat standard.
No, that's what I'm saying now. Just like what you said that whether we contribute or we not contribute, this event will still hold. That means we are just supporting. So we are just supporting. For me now, we just say it's either we do it each parent 2,000 or per student 1,000.
Okay, one option. One
We have raised over.
If is the per child 1,000. It's 70,000.
Yes,
7,000.
yes.
13,000.
We don't know how many parents we have.
No.
How many parents?
Some persons have three children.
Yes.
Some have two, some
I
have four, some
have
have
one.
five.
I have
And not everybody is financially strong.
If our parents
If you go with our parents, you go with our parents,
the money will be
the
higher.
school, it will be higher. If you go per student, the money will be lesser, but it will only be higher for people who have more than one child.
Then this we are always supporting the school. This is their event. This is their event. And just like what he said that with or without us, he will still do it. So for me
Sam,
now, just say let us
hello,
keep
everybody.
let us keep
Hello, hello,
2,000 parents to help.
hello. Please, I would prefer. See, let's do it. Let's just let me say something that will be sweet for everybody. Since everybody is on 1,000 and 2,000, are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
Please, I'll prefer we go per child for 1,200. Please, so that we will do the remaining rest. We'll complete the order.
Yeah, how many children?
1,200.
How many children now?
I have 4 children.
So it's only 1,000.
1,000.
So,
Me, that one is okay by me.
I have 4 children here. No, they per parent.
How many parents do you have? How many parents do you have? How
You
many
can't,
parents
you
do you have?
can't, you can't get the figure of the parents.
You
will know. He has
You're supposed to know now.
no, he will not. He
You're
cannot
supposed to
say.
know. Tell us how many parents we have here, so that we will know.
My child,
Yes,
for me,
that's
will
not-
just be the best application for them.
Yes.
Any parent that feels I can't meet up, because I don't think everybody will participate.
Everybody has to participate. It's career day.
Yeah.
It's career day. All the children will participate. They have something that will tell you.
So please let's,
My child,
because
that's
if,
absolutely lovely.
if we do per parents, I'll be talking 5,000 naira.
So 3,000 per parent.
So let's go per child. Who's the one per
If we do per if you do per parents, I'll be suggesting 5,000 naira because that is the only way to be something very reasonable.
It's too much on the parents.
Yeah, then
It's easy to say than to do.
Yes.
You
Yes, let
cannot
it be
agree
said.
finish
Yes.
now.
I
It's easy to say that to
parents
do.
never pay like that.
You see,
Let's pay per
so
child, please.
please,
Per
please,
child for 1,000.
That's a half more time, yeah. Okay, what if we do it like this? There will be a reduction for people that have more than three, at least, because it's somehow now. Because person like me
okay,
now that have
okay,
one child, I'll
yes,
still
yes. Now,
Let people that have one child pay 2,000. You want to bring suggestion? People that have one child should pay 2,000. Then people that have 3 children should pay 1,000. Please. So that the money will come up a little. It will reach 100,000.
that is why I am. That's why I put the
Sorry
two
to cut
hundred
you.
on top. That's why I put the 200 on top. So that it will reach like 100.
See, please, I know you already have your budget. So let us the estimate budget. Let us know if we the parents if we are to provide 30% of what you have planned. Because we are not going to provide all the money. We
Okay,
are not
the
providing all the
budget
money.
is
The
three
people have
hundred
calculated
thousand naira. Parents, if parents can provide 45%.
see,
That person should be around 120.
He was saying 109. 100,000 is okay for parents. He was saying 100.
That person should be around
this
120.
thing does not have academic.
5% of 200,000 is around 125,000, 120. 70 children. 1,200.
How much?
1,200. So 1,070.
So we now we are trying to say it's like we help people that have no one children and 3 children. Let people that have one child.
I want to deal with it. Why? Why they have one child?
But before you were saying that everybody should do that, you can see help us. You pay
The problem with
why
the
is
children,
now we ask
That's what is about.
just helping your neighbor. That is what it is. Please. Helping your neighbor.
It's easy to agree than to do.
hello?
Is it to agree? Is to agree, we will agree. Let's go
You know what? You know what? Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me?
You want to. You want to is
Okay,
better.
we're going to. Are you guys? Can,
It's not 70 now. Some persons have 4 children. Some persons have 5 children.
some are not going to pay. Some will still not pay. Some will still not pay.
You know your parents now.
Okay, and parents is going to give it to us. Please, for parents to give it to us, we are on the last verge of our last meeting today. PTA Association Chairman, Secretary, and Treasurer. Now, this year, it is the money from PTA meeting and PTA participation will be using as an incentive for our PTA committee. So those PTA committee member will also receive sitting allowance for any time we sit and they organize sittings like this with us. Any person, most of the people who are part of the PTA committee will receive an allowance for the meeting. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So we will go ahead right now while we are deliberating on the donation of whether 1,000 or 1,200. Please, we are beginning to. I want us to begin to appoint either the PTA president, PTA secretary, and treasurer right now, please, so that we can go ahead. These people, we are going to work with them hand in hand to transform how we do our PTA this year. Please, are we needing at least 3 people to join us from the parents where you guys right now, from your hall where you are now. I'll be needing volunteers. If you can appoint, if you can nominate, please nominate somebody.
Director,
Yeah.
before the nomination or appointment, I want to say something concerning the PTA board.
Okay, please
Are
say.
you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
So what I want to say concerning the PTA is that we have the committee. Are you getting me?
Yes.
But it's like the committee is not coming, like you said.
Thank you.
So me, I'm seeing it that since we have the committee on that PTA, the committee is supposed to handle the finance of the committee, not the school.
Yes, yes.
So that
That's
at
why
least
that's no, you when did you come in? You come in late, right?
you said
Did you come in late?
no,
Were you here when we
I was not
dissolved
late.
Were you here when we dissolved the PTA the former PTA committee?
I was here.
You were here. So that committee is finally
Yes.
dissolved. Well, we are appointing a new one now that will handle this money that we are talking
That's what
about.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Since they are appointing new body now, so that they
Yes,
can know how they are managing finance, so that they can also get to the parents how the finance is coming and how it is not coming.
thank
So
you.
that from there we can know how to manage.
Thank you. God will bless you. God will
But so
bless you. So please, we are beginning to appoint president and vice and secretary. Please, let's appoint who will take this role. For you to take this for the president position, you have to be with the school at least 2 years. You will not be a newcomer. So anybody willing to appoint, or I'm going to appoint.
for president, you can
For,
appoint, let's see.
no, 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 no. You people should first appoint before when I say I'm not seeing you guys, then I will not appoint my own.
The parent that has been in the school for 2 days. But not be a man, though. Can still be a woman.
Is there any need for that? It's not
Yes,
that
so
you person that
I'm
will take up 50 years, the person will
nominating
not work. The
Zoe's
person
father.
can work. Okay, you leave.
Like the president. I think she has said.
Zoe's father.
Zoe's father uh, has he been here for 2 years? No, he's not here for 2 years.
The old, how about the,
Why am I here
how
for
about
up
the,
to 2 years?
how about to give it to the oldest parent?
I'm nominating this man. So I don't know.
He's a newcomer too.
What about the other brother? His brother, his third brother.
Okay, director. What I
Yes,
want to
sir.
say, it seems as if those that have been here for long, they don't come to. Director, it's not all about person that will stay 2 years. You can appoint person that will stay 2 years. The person cannot be able to work. We need person that will, even though the person entered yesterday. So that it will be a person that will work and get what we want.
Another suggestion I want to make. Sorry. Another suggestion I want to make.
Please.
This time around, it's not even about domination. One, activeness. See, we have moved from what is analog way of meeting, gathering meeting. We can hold meeting without calling space. So what I'm suggesting,
Oh,
anybody that
hold on, sir,
no,
hold on. Please, all of you are chatting online. All of you are chatting online, and you cannot reply my message on WhatsApp. See, uh, do you know how many of you are right on WhatsApp and you don't respond to me? We can't have a message on WhatsApp and I'm writing and I'm writing and I'm reading myself. I'm writing and replying myself. We have meeting, yes. Tomorrow, yes. I'm reading and writing myself. And you guys are everybody. You're telling me you're online. We host meeting online. Meeting, you know, meeting I'm there.
so I think it shouldn't be about oldest parents. It should
Okay,
be about who can assemble the parents
okay.
in order by giving information to anybody that for the information to go around. I think
Mr. Sam,
that's the way we can get steps.
is this Mr. Samuel?
That's my suggestion.
Is it Mr.
Odion.
Samson? Odili. Mr. Odili, please, who are you nominating? See, it is both open to male and female.
We
Both
are
male and
nominating. We are
female.
nominating. We are nominating
You
Ita.
nominated Mr. Odili.
Hey, yeah, let me get that
Okay.
for food, sir.
One nomination. Okay.
Odili to go.
Then what are the job for? Before you nominate the person must have to know because this is about it's involved about the kids about the parents.
Yes.
Is it for the meeting? The president is it? What is the job? What is the job of the president? What is the job of the secretary? What is the job of this
Okay,
person? Because
let me
you
go
cannot
let me go back to hello, are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
For the president, what we want to work with the president is to develop our parents association in such a way we are an evolving body that will continues to evolve over a long time, meaning that if you're going to be with us, you are going to work with us for 8 years. If your child comes from crèche, you're going to be with us for the next 8 years. That is what it means. Now, within these 8 years, what will you and your child learn? For you are not going to learn from the school, but from the Parents Teacher Association, a vibrant president will be able to work with the school to organize trainings for teachers, trainings for parents. We are all business workers. Specified trainings. If I work with a vibrant president, we will have huge benefits to work with as parents. I can tell you that we will be able to work very, 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 very well if we have a very vibrant president. Now, he will also work in liaison with the school in terms of pricing and time for pricing, and liaise with parents when these decisions are made, so that we will able to carry on operations smoothly. For the secretary will be in charge of taking down payments, in terms of taking down notes of how money has are already been taken. And this position, don't worry about the position. The school provides the secretary, the secretary for the school. Your fund for the past 2 terms, as you guys have been paying your parents' teachers' fee, your money is intact and is in the school account. When you need it, it will be paid, it will be given to you people already. So with that details, the school, okay, making me to remember that you people have money already in the school account. With this donation now, after this whole donation, we can work with the team to bring this money from the school account and add with the one you've made, you're already making, to donate back to the school for the project. So it's more like working hand in hand. For the president, the secretary will be provided by the school, while the treasury will be in charge of making sure to keep note of parents that are paying and parents that are paying, and how they can follow them up. So that is really more to the duty. Clear?
It's all right. It's all right. No problem. Before I will accept, it's only on one condition. It's
Okay.
only on one condition. The number of parents in school, because it involves every children, every child. This involves
We are
every
going to
child.
they just
I'm,
nominated you. We are going to put a vote. If you
yes,
stand, if you come on oppose, you are good to
I,
go.
I've understood the position. But what I'm saying is, this involves every child. Not even it involves even the child more than the parents. Why I'm saying that is because if information comes, like for instance, we are discussing on how to the career day for a child. I want
Yes.
to have the parents' numbers to know, because a lot of parents will not participate. Some will say, "Don't worry, I go when I'm sell market when they pay salary or like this." And at the end of the day, the the uh, the plans will start turning, you know, start turning out from the way we planned it. I would like to hold every parent's numbers. I don't know if that one will be fine. I would like every parent that's on social media, because most of us don't know how to read. A lot of us don't know how to read. You know, I can make calls, put call across. Madam will see, I beg, something like that. I would like to get their numbers so that if there is any information need to be that needs to go across to the parents. It's not me that's the president. The president will be putting to every parent so that if there's anywhere you can fit in yourself to support your child, you can fit
So
in. It's
what we
not,
have, are you hearing me?
yes, I'm hearing you clearly.
After this, next person we're waiting is the treasury. And once we have the treasury, we'll be able to, I will then have a meeting specifically with you, the treasury, and the secretary, with my admin at the school. And then we will sit down and give you access to everything you need, phone number, details, everything with the school has, everything you want for such decade. The information we already have, but we will show you how you can work with this information that makes it better. So being active is something I love to do. So after this whole process, after this meeting, we'll schedule another meeting where we will sit, me, you, the treasury, and the school admin will sit and strategize better ways to carry out this. So if the parents are saying, okay, they want to appoint you, please, uh we're still looking for one more position, treasury, one more position, treasury.
Okay, I'm nominating this my sister here. I don't know her name. Please. What's your name?
For which
Eh?
position? Treasure.
It's okay. Any other nomination? Any other nomination?
I want to
Don't get
nominate. Oh, I
me.
want to nominate. I want to nominate.
We already nominated somebody.
No, we are still nominating.
Yeah, yes.
I want to for the president, Mommy Billy.
Of the Odilina, Mr. Odili.
Odili, somebody nominated Mr. Odili. I am nominating Mommy Billy so that we are going to throw a vote now for the two people. Please,
We are waiting.
optimist,
Yeah, I can hear you.
please, you are going to be our judge for us. Please, how many parents are in the meeting?
12.
12
Those on our
minus
left, sha.
2.
Yeah.
Yes, minus 2,
10.
10. So 10 people here
10.
is going to
Yeah.
10 people is going to make the decision for the two people. Please, if you are for Odili, please raise your hand.
It all the days going.
Odili, Odili is the setup.
Only is 9, 9. 9.
Odili is a setup. Okay, we have the Odili to go. He's carried. And I love the election very well, and I love to say very big thank you to all of you that stayed to this point. I'm really happy for all of you. I really want to say a very big thank you for all of them. Please, parents, any other concerns do you have right now? Please, do you have any other concern?
Who is the treasurer?
Treasurer, no treasurer here. Still the
No
treasurer.
treasure
Let them
yet.
give it to
Mommy
Mommy
Billy.
Billy. Billy.
Mother,
Yeah, let
yes.
Mommy Billy take the treasurer.
Ah,
No, secretary is
secretary
here.
is
Then
here.
the school provide secretary.
So the Mommy Billy, we are now appointed our treasurer. Please, thank you very much. And I know you are going to work for this. You are somebody I know. Odili, I am going to know if Odili is going to work with me. Because Odili, please, you know that the reason why we disqualified the rest people was because they were not working with us. Before for 1 year, we've been trying to host a meeting with the chairman, but till now we've not been able to do that. Please let your tenure be different so that the committee will see a vibrant change. Let Peter Obi go round.
The first time I'm doing a political, because this is more like a politics. So I will try my best and see how we move forward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, any other thing, house, any other thing? I know I've taken you people time. If there is nothing, somebody can move for meeting adjournment.
Somebody move forward.
Move motion for adjournment.
Who the second and now?
Okay. Please, parents. Please, parents. Please, parents. The student data reports that we are giving out, it's necessary you try to get them. Do you understand me? You try to get them so that you understand where your child is. And at that time, for those who just is not ready, no problem. For those who just is ready, please request for that. And if you put your email address on the school website, you'll be able to see all the transactions that you are doing. Please, if you have an email address, go to the secretary right now, call your child's name and add the email address to it. That email address, you'll be able to see your transactions. Please, has anybody who is among you activated their account? Zoe, Mr. Samuel,
Yeah.
have you been able to you
What?
activated your online platform, right?
Yes, alright.
Please, please, can you show parents how it looks like, please?
My phone is very low.
Okay. So if you activate your platform, you'll be able to see all the transactions that you've done with the school, receive documents, and everything will be filed there for a lifetime. Anytime you want an access, you will have it. You download your child's data. It's paperless. Anytime you want it, it's always there on the internet. So with this, we call to the end of the meeting. Entertainment will be presented to you at the end of the meeting. So if you have any other question, where we should be ending, any parents to can end the meeting for us with a short prayer. Can one parents do that for us?
In Jesus' name, Father, we thank you, bless your name. Everything like this, and we are ready to be successful to us. Father, I say, may all the glory be to you in the name of Jesus. Father, we have discussed the progress of this school. Father, we need our children to progress and to go far in the world. Father, you are the only person that can do this. We can do as the parents and as the caretaker we are to them that you have made. Father, I pray, come and do all the work that you need to do in the life of our children. Empower us in everything we're supposed to do in this school so that we can be able to help this school to grow. Father, all this we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please, we did not discuss how much you people we are paying again. The contribution, how much? Please, contribution, how much?
You say 1,200. You say 1,000. This way they don't play. They don't play.
1, 2.
You have
So 1,000. 1,000.
1,000. Now 1,000 no. It's easy to provide.
All right, then. Majority has the vote. 1,000.
1,000 no.
Majority has the vote. 1,000 per child. All right, then. Thank you very much for joining us for today's meeting. And I say thank you. I love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Good day, proprietor, headmistress, chairman, members, and fellow graduates, pupils, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joshua Christopher, and I'm here to present a speech. On behalf of my colleagues, the 2022 graduating set of this grade, I want to say a big thank you to the proprietor, staff, and people for giving us this befitting farewell. We started this journey 5 years ago. No doubt, we have been looking forward to this day when we will pass out of primary school and move to secondary school. I, for one, have come to see this school as my second home. We relate mostly well with the staff and people alike. We believe that